guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So I want to get a final video in for Gohan and Piccolo. Kind of testing them out against, I mean, I don't know how to say it, kind of like the last line of defense of the previous difficult content fights. I don't know. We're going to go into the Metal Cooler Core fight, which again was very, very tough. Now, of course, we have, you know, options that are way better for this. This definitely still can be a challenging fight. Against the Metal Cooler Core. He does hit very hard, right? The big difference between, like, this fight now and, say, one of the newer fights would be the fact that, like, we have this immortal boss right here that we fight for the first couple of phases who's invincible, which makes this fight actually... The fact that this is an unkillable boss makes it easier. It is so tough to build characters up, right? Think of the variety of ways characters need to super attack to stack defense, or maybe they build up their passive like Beast Gohan or something like that, right? Or maybe they need to get hit like Carnival Goku and Vegeta and Trunks. The thing about this is that we can easily build all of these, like all of our characters up in this fight, leading into, you know, one of the harder hitting bosses in the game. The Metal Cooler Core, I mean, he still hits very hard, even by today's standards, but the difference between him and kind of like the Dismal Future Red Zone fights is that the Dismal Future Red Zone fights are essentially the Metal Cooler Core turn 1. Now, we are rocking Kid Gohan and Piccolo's team. I wanted to get more footage in them. Like, if I'm seriously using this character, moving forward, though, it certainly... yeah, we'll float the Goku and Gohan right here. It certainly is not going to be, like, with their own team. I do not like, Gohan and Piccolo's own team. I also think having two of the Gohan and Piccolo is probably not the greatest. I do think that the base Gohan and Piccolo, they're a little weak to me. So, I would rather really not have them. Again, I know that their multiple turn support, like, it's very good. But, I mean, I don't run Dr. Zhou and Dr. Mew because they're a flimsy paper doll that gets obliterated. And, unfortunately, that's kind of what can happen to this Gohan and Piccolo, too. Even though they've got some damage reduction, it's just so flimsy and unreliable that it's really not too helpful, right? Damage reduction... I think if they just had 40% damage reduction constantly, again, they would be a much more effective character. But the fact that, like, remember, in the really tough fights, like, good tanking is, like, 300 damage from, like, Red Zone Fusions and Monster. That's, like, good tanking. And then, you know, but, like, that's enough to knock you below the threshold for Gohan and Piccolo's damage reduction. That's the problem.
やらなければいけないんだ。俺がこの世界に生きる人間として。
Alright, so we'll be able to build up a lot of characters. We're probably not going to get the Sword of Hope here, though, because Trunks started out in slot 7. That means we would not be able to get the Sword of Hope until... turn 7 at the minimum, right? And I probably, I guess, you know what could be useful to do right here? We could get away with this. I think I'm going to do it. I haven't done it very often during these videos here, but let's go ahead and float off the Gohan and Piccolo. So by running them in slot 3, this triggers their 3-turn support. Right, so now that'll be active for the next several turns. This should work well, because literally the next rotation we're going against the core. So now we can, you know, have their support lingering and having an effect on the very next rotation. Now, in LR Piccolo, you really don't, like, you can't take a Kid Gohan off rotation from with him, but we have the other Kid Gohan coming into play, right? That's another reason I'm not the hugest fan of their team, by the way. Is the fact that in order for, you know, revived Kid Gohan to be spectacular, we need to, whatchamacallit, have a Goku on the team. And that Goku and Gohan, I mean, they're pretty much like the only one I really want to run. Like, I don't want to run LR STR Kaioken Goku or version Z Goku or something like that. I guess LR Kaioken Goku, I mean, we potentially could run him in this fight. Alright, how did Gohan and Piccolo eat this here? Yeah, dude, see what I'm talking about? Like, oh my god. Like, dude, like, it's my god, dude. That character, like, they just take so much damage. Like, they don't have damage reduction. They have no defensive abilities in slot 3 whatsoever. So it's like, you get deceived into thinking like, oh damn, like we gotta run them in slot 3 to get that support, but like they're made out of paper mache like that. Like, it sucks. All right, I mean, we took a huge amount of damage. I mean, I guess we should try and revive here. What's the smartest way for us to revive? The friend Gohan and Piccolo, they've got no dodge. All right, so we'll do that. Because they have 0 dodge, if the core super attacks right away, we could die right here. We'll see. We have a full STR rotation, but the core does do enough damage. Yeah, they're taking 82k. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to call them frauds, but, Alright, now the good news is with Kid Gohan out and about here, he will decimate the Metal Cooler Core, right? He would do just unreal amounts of damage. Okay. So, if the core killed us with his super attack, I mean, I don't really want to put, that's a lot of attacks at the end that Kid Gohan, remember, Kid Gohan is a dodge or die character. Well, it's only, what, it's 3? It's 4 attacks. Hey. Do we put Kid Gohan back there? I don't really want to have. Yeah, I don't want to be. Well, Imp LR Piccolo becomes iffy. Then we'll just do this and we will pray. Sword of Hope should be able to do good damage right here. I guess I'm just a little concerned at the possibility of a Metal Cooler Core super attack in slot 3 right there. And it's like Trunks can do a lot of damage, but like defensive wise, I mean, he's not spectacular either. The difference is that, like, I feel like Gohan and Piccolo, I mean, they're defensively in range a lot of times to be taking damage from normal attacks, right? Like, people will think like, oh, 700k defense, 800, oh, thanks, dickhead, for the normals. Yeah, there you go, buddy, thanks. Oh my god, Trunks. Yeah, this is the character that people are talking about top 5, huh? Yeah, sure. Sure, man. Don't super, please. Okay, cool. We're in business then. Okay, so now... Bro, can you stop sealing future Gohan? Oh my god, dude, please. They keep sealing future Gohan. Like, that's all of my damage, brah. Alright, well, the fight is going to go on much longer since the core keeps sealing future Gohan, which is no good. So this is going to turn out pretty well. We'll do this. So we're going to have 7 out of 7 links activated for Kid Gohan. Remember that this friend Kid Gohan is offensively built. I mean, I've complained about him in several videos. This crit build does nothing, but I mean, well, honestly, I mean, mine is 17 additional, right? Like, it's not okay. Yeah, sure. Like, this guy is offensively built, but he has a single point more in additional than mine. So sure. All right, let's see what Kid Gohan does. Remember, Kid Gohan has a 100% chance to dodge. He has a 100% chance to crit. Yeah, there's the strength of Gohan. 22 million. That would be even higher if it was my Kid Gohan that revived, too. And then, oh my god, the damage. We did get the additional, and then that's GG. So, like, that's... Like that, it's so... You know, the Gohan and Piccolo, I will complain about them constantly. But then, oh my god. Kid Gohan actually just killed. Holy shit. That... Again, there's damage, and then there's damage. And, I mean, Kid Gohan right there, that would be one of those moments of damage, you know. 25 million guaranteed crit, and, well, 22 million guaranteed crit and a 25 million guaranteed crit. That's a lot of damage, let's just say that. And, GG. Yeah, goodbye, Metal Cooler Core. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, this Gohan and Piccolo, though, I mean, they're the 50th character this year, where the character has, like, a shitty kind of base form, and then they're a god transformed, right? I mean, we have Kale. I mean, Berserk Kale's okay, but, you know, we have Super Trunks, right? Like, we've seen this type of character before, where the base is either complete shit or very mid or not that great, leading into the busted transformation. So, let me know what you guys think of Gohan and Piccolo. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.